Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Nazirullah Mohsin. In today's lecture we are looking at the rules for using articles, and more specifically the rules where we have exceptions for using them. Of course, using articles is a big concern for most of the students. Why? Because many languages don't have articles, so for the non-native learners it's a bit tricky to use them correctly. But it is an important aspect of English grammar to learn using articles accurately. What you are going to learn in today's lesson is what are articles and when to use the definite article the. Let's get started. An article is a word which limits a noun, or an article is a word which determines a noun. There are three kinds of articles used in English grammar. They are definite article, indefinite article, and zero article. The definite article is the word the, and indefinite articles are the words a and an, which is also pronounced as an in American English, and zero article, which is represented with this symbol. The purpose of using articles is to say whether the noun we are talking about is definite or indefinite to the listener or reader. If a noun which we are talking about is known or definite for the listener or reader, so we should use the definite article the before that noun. And when the noun which we are talking about is uncertain and indefinite for the listeners or reader, we should use an indefinite article a or an before that noun. And zero article when we are talking about things in general as a general concept, so there is not any need of using article, so that is called a zero article. In this lesson we are just talking about the definite article the pronunciation of that, and what are the situations we should use the definite article the. And in coming lecture we will discuss zero articles. What are the situations where there is not the need of using any article, so that is called a zero article. So first let's talk about the pronunciation of the definite article the, which is most of the times violated by speakers. But it is important to learn what are the different pronunciations of the definite article the. It is pronounced as the and the. The when it is used before a vowel sound, and it is pronounced as the when it is used before a consonant sound. One thing you should remember, the choice between the and the depends on pronunciation, not spelling. We should pronounce this as the before a vowel sound even if it is written as a consonant, and we should pronounce this as the before a consonant sound even if it is written as a vowel. Let's look at the examples. The ice and the snow. Now the definite article is pronounced here as the ice, because we know the word ice starts with a vowel sound, so we should pronounce the definite article as the ice. And the snow, why the? Because the word snow starts with a consonant sound, not with a vowel sound, so we should pronounce this as the snow. For your understanding, there are three sounds that are considered as vowel sounds. They are a, E, and O. All the sounds that come directly from the throat are called vowel sounds. So remember these three sounds, A, E, and O. These are called vowel sounds, and before these sounds all the sounds are called consonant sounds. The second two examples are the hour and the HUD. As I said, the choice between the and the depends on pronunciation, not spelling, so we can clear that in these examples. The hour, the HUD. Why the hour? You should keep in mind that the letter H is silent in the word hour. It is pronounced as hour, not hour. So hour, when it is pronounced as hour, so you should bring to the mind that what type of sound does this word start with. It starts with hour, a sound. So I said a is a vowel sound, so the hour. And the HUD, we know that the abbreviation HUD starts with a consonant letter, but we should pronounce this definite article as the HUD, because HUD, you should bring that to the mind whether that starts with a consonant sound or with a vowel sound. So it starts with a vowel sound. Again, the HUD, a. The first sound that comes from your mouth is a, HUD, a. So it is a vowel sound, so we should pronounce this definite article as the HUD. Even if it is written as a consonant, we should consider this as vowel because it starts with a vowel sound. Look at 30 examples. The university and the one. Now the word university starts with a vowel letter, but it doesn't give the vowel sound. It gives the consonant sound. The university, the first sound that comes from your mouth is U. It is not pronounced as university, university, university. It is pronounced as university. The sound U doesn't come from throat directly. It is made inside the mouth. University. It is not university, university, and university. So the first sound that comes from your mouth while pronouncing the word university is a consonant sound. So we should pronounce this as the university. And the one, for example, the one who comes late to the class, it starts with a consonant sound. So the one, not to say the one, because the first sound that comes from your mouth while pronouncing the word one is a consonant sound, not a vowel sound. So the one. Now let's talk about the situations where to use the definite article the. Number one, with a particular noun. As I said, an indefinite pronoun is used before a noun that is known or definite to the listener or reader. So now in first case, with a particular noun means the noun that is clear and known to the listener or reader. So that in that time we should use the definite article the. Let's look at these two examples. Give me the pen and give me a pen. In first example, the has been used, and in second example, indefinite article has been used. So give me the pen. Which pen? A question arises, which pen? So for example, outside the class I give a student a pen to take this to the class, and I enter the class and I tell the student, give me the pen. So why should I say give me the pen? Because the pen is known to both me and the student. The student knows that which pen the teacher means. So he knows that the teacher means the pen which I was given outside the class. So I say give me the pen. The pen is particular and specific to both me and listener. So that time I should say give me the pen. Or if I say in the class give me a pen, here the pen is not particular. Every pen is acceptable because it is not certain, it is not known. A pen refers to every pen individually. So that is the difference. The pen and a pen. The pen which is specific, which is known, and a pen which is not known. Look at the second example. The student who always comes late was in the city. The student, not a student. Which student? Which we specified with an adjective clause, who always comes late. Who always, now, so this adjective clause specifies or introduces the student. The student, which student? Who always comes late, was in the city, not in a city. Why the city? Because every student and the teacher know better about the city. Which city? Which is near to us. So that's why this city should be used. Number two, with the countries that are considered as the collection of states. There are some of the countries around the world that they are actually the collections of states and the collections of countries. So we should always use the definite article though with those countries. So what are the examples of them? They are the UK, the USA, and the UAE. These three countries are actually the collections of states or countries, so we should always use the definite article there with these countries. And in this example, they live in Afghanistan. Afghanistan is a country and it is a proper noun. In coming lecture, we will study that with the proper nouns, we shouldn't use any article. So all the countries are proper nouns, so we shouldn't use any article with countries, but the countries that are actually the collections of states, so we should use the definite article the with them, like the USA, the UK, and the UAE. Not to say USA, they live in USA, that's wrong. We should say they live in the USA. Number three, with superlative adjectives, you might have information about the degrees of adjective, that there are 3 degrees of adjective: positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. If you don't know about the degrees of adjective, in this series we have an entire program. You can search what are the degrees of adjective and you can learn the degrees of adjective from that video. So the superlative degree of adjective is used when one person is compared with a group of people, one thing is compared with a group of things, and one idea is compared with a group of ideas. So we use the superlative degree of adjective. So we should always use the definite article the with superlative adjectives. Examples: the largest, the most merciful. When we say in the name of Allah, who is the most merciful and the most compassionate. Not to say most merciful, the most merciful, because the most merciful as the superlative degree of adjective merciful, so we should always use the definite article the with superlative degree of an adjective. So the most merciful, the largest, the deepest, the highest, the most beautiful. And here are some more words like next, last, same, and only. So you should also remember these words to use an indefinite article the with them, because all these words specify a person. If I say the next is clear, the one that is coming, so we should use the definite article the with that. And also the last, same, and only. Number 4, with ordinal numbers. You might know information about the numbers. There are 3 types of numbers: cardinal numbers and ordinal numbers. Ordinal numbers are used to show the order of something, and ordinal numbers answer the question how many: first, second, third, fourth, fifth. These are ordinal numbers. So always use the definite article the with ordinal numbers. So you should say the first, the second, the third, the fourth. Number 5, with a singular noun which is used to represent a whole class. Sometimes we are talking about a particular group of things, but we use a singular noun which refers to the group. So that time we should use the definite article the. Look at the example. The lion is a dangerous animal. Now we are talking about the whole group of lions, but we use a singular noun which refers to the whole group, which represents the whole group. So I should say the lion is a dangerous animal, not to say lion is dangerous animal. A lion is dangerous animal, but here I mean the whole group of lions. So the word lion represents the whole group of lions. That's why an indefinite article that should be used. Number 6. With a noun which is one of their kind and nature. And nature, we have some of the things, they are only one, so we should always use the definite article the with them, like the sky, the moon, the earth, the nature, and so on. These things are one in nature. If I'm talking about the sky, so I should say the sky is blue, not to say sky is blue, because everybody knows that what sky I'm talking about, it is particular specific to everyone. So I should say the sky. The moon is round. The moon is round, so I should always use the definite article there with the moon, because everybody knows the moon, which moon is meant. It is already understood to everyone. So all the things that are one in nature should follow the definite article the. Thanks for watching.